This video will introduce you to Unit 2 and get you started with basic functions by finding averages of your data. As a reminder, these are intended to be watched in full and in order, so go back and watch those that came before as needed. The video that came before this was formatting cells. Now on to Unit 2, dealing with data. How to get some basic information from the data using equations, as well as a few tips and tricks to make moving through your data more efficient. You can see a list of many of the functions in the Formula tab, but you can also start typing a function and it'll show you, as we'll do in a minute. I just wanted you to be aware that you can look through all the options and things that Excel can calculate for you. For our equations, we're going to work on the stats worksheet, so hop over to that. This is the fully formatted table I spoke about in the formatting cells little video. I've already put some of the information here to help with my time, but not all of it so that you can have practice as well. There are averages on the top with sex1 first and then sex2, and the same for standard deviation. Below that, I have a formatted table with sex1 data together and sex2, which is just a little bit easier for the reader to be able to get a snapshot of the information. We'll start off by calculating the averages of your data. I will now walk you through how to calculate the averages for bears of sex 1, and you'll repeat the process along with me for sex 2. To determine the average values for each measurement category, you need to make sure that the cursor is in the desired cell. For you, it should be the bright yellow box under age for averages of sex 2. Not the table with the borders, that's for later. For this quick walkthrough, I will be in the box above that. Just because I'm showing you what I already did first, I have to delete the content first, but we'll both start by clicking on the cells where you're going to input the formula. In this case, I'll be under A3 for sex 1, and you'll be in the bright yellow box, A4 for sex 2. In the yellow cell, you'll enter equals average, open parenthesis. The equal sign tells Excel you're giving it a command. If you don't have that, it will treat what you enter as text or values. The word average guides Excel as to which function you want it to perform. And the start parentheses indicates that you are going to tell Excel which values you want averaged. After you've entered equals average, open parenthesis, click over to the All Data tab. Look what happened to the formula. It updated to reference this tab for the values it will average. It's referencing this All Data tab, even though you did not type it. Remember, you're interested in the age of sex 2, but I need the age of sex 1. Since our data is sorted, this should be fairly easy to do. You find the first cell you're interested in and highlight all the values you want averaged. For me, it's age of sex 1, but for you, it's all the age values of sex 2. So for you, starting at A37. Now, you can hit enter, or in the formula bar, close the parentheses and then hit enter before you click over to the stats tab. If you hit enter, it should close the formula and automatically take you back to the cell where you entered it into. And you should see the average values show up. If you accidentally didn't hit enter to close the reference before changing worksheets, the equation updates to this so that it's updating that all data to then say stats. Because the cell range you highlighted doesn't have the values you want, this value does not make sense, and you'll see an error in the cell where you should have an average age. If you did it correctly, you should see 51.21 is the average age for sex 2. The next video we'll watch is autofill.